When we think about family, the business of family, what comes to mind for you?
Well, what comes to mind for me is that family is actually the first organization that we belong to.
Yeah.
And just like a business, family requires structure. It requires leadership, communication, and accountability. So
Hmm.
those are all things that we experience as children growing up in families. Families also have to manage resources. We have to manage time. We have to manage money. We have to manage emotions
Yeah.
and
Yes.
energy. Yes.
Yeah.
And the difference is that family is built on love and legacy, and business is built on profit.
That's good. So how do we assess our family's culture and know where we are, what we need to work on, if anything?
Well, I would say so. To me, family culture is that emotional climate.
Yeah.
That's our family culture. And a way to assess your family's culture is how safe do the family members how safe do the family members feel about communicating?
Yeah, I love that because that's actually one of the things that I do in my own family and what I teach families to do in regards to just sitting down on a regular basis or routine basis and actually having a conversation all together. I don't think we always do that, right? But having a conversation about, hey, what are you thinking about our family? And sometimes we don't have those types of conversations, but businesses do it. Like
Yes.
if you walk into any business, they will have their motto, they will have their mission statement, they will have all the things that kind of show people what their business means. They will have all of that posted for everyone to see. And not only for people that are external to the business, but they have that for people that are internal to the business as well. Because what the hope is that when they portray it for everyone to see, that you're actually reading it and you're ingesting it and you're becoming one of it so that you can contribute to the culture of the business. What if someone doesn't really know how to create the culture or the values because maybe they've never seen it demonstrated?
So what's important to you? So
Yeah.
is honesty important to you? When you were growing up, did you grow up where your family was dishonest? So if honesty is important to you, how do you develop that value within your family?
Hmm.
You do that by being honest,
Yeah.
by being honest with your children.
Yeah.
So even if you don't have that experience yourself, that doesn't mean that you can't develop it in your own family. And if
Yeah.
you don't know how, you can get help. You can get help from your support system, your friends, if your church family, mentors, people that you develop relationships with. I try to develop relationships with people that I admire.
Yeah.
So developing relationships with people that you admire, not being afraid to ask questions, not
Like we don't know what we don't know, right?
right.
When you
Yeah.
don't know what you don't know, sometimes you kind of just have to find what you are missing and see how it feels to you. And if you admire someone, that's a sign that what they're doing possibly you can glean from. And you don't have to replicate exactly what they're doing. You make it fit into your own family structure and what makes sense to you. But what I love what you said is that you absolutely do not have to repeat the cycles that you experienced. You are free to create something new for yourself.
Yes.
I love that. And I think sometimes, we talked about at the start of the conversation about kind of the monotony of just everyday life, right? And sometimes I think we can get lost in just living a life and just, you know how you bury your head and just go through it. Sometimes
Yes.
life can be lifing. And the only thing that we find that we can do is just bury our heads and let me just get through this moment, right? And in burying your head and just getting through the moment, sometimes we miss out on opportunities. Because what I hear you say is that a part of the family of business is modeling, role modeling, and shaping the character of your kids. Because
Yes.
they will leave our homes one day and have their own home. And they need to know, they have to have like a path or you said a guide earlier. They have to have guidance into how do they do it, right? And so what you're sharing is really important because you're helping to shape by modeling what it means to be whatever your value is. And you
Yes.
get to determine what the values are.